In our other videos, we've covered applying and modifying a gradient fill directly on an object using the gradient tool. However, for ultimate precision, Affinity Designer also offers a dedicated panel for applying and modifying gradients. So where is it, and how do you work with it? When an object is selected, with many of the tools available in Draw Persona, the context toolbar presents you with a swatch for the object's fill or stroke. Clicking this swatch will activate a pop-up panel, which allows you to remove the object's fill or stroke, or apply a solid colour or a gradient. You can work with the gradient in the dialog in a similar way to using the gradient tool. Double-clicking will add a stop, dragging a stop or midpoint marker will modify the colour distribution, while selecting a stop and clicking delete will remove it. You will also find settings to change the type of gradient applied, as well as the direction of the gradient, both of which are also available from the Gradient Tool's context toolbar. Now, let's look at this panel's unique options. Select any stop on the gradient and then click the colour swatch to display another panel which allows you to adjust the stop's colour using a variety of colour models. If you select any stop on the gradient apart from the far right stop, you have the option to insert or copy a stop. Clicking Insert will add a new stop exactly equidistant from the selected stop and the stop to its right. The new stop will adopt the colour of the gradient directly underneath it. Clicking Copy will add a new stop exactly halfway between the selected stop and the stop to its right, but this new stop will adopt the colour of the previously selected stop. All inner stops can be repositioned precisely along the gradient by updating the position setting. Similarly, all midpoints can be repositioned precisely using the midpoint setting. Remember, the midpoint which will be adjusted will be the one to the right of the selected stop. Now let's work with the precision of the gradient panel to recreate the striped style of the gradient on this shape. I'll delete this stop and then temporarily reverse the gradient to allow me to copy this end stop. I'll reposition both inner stops, the dark blue to 50% and the light to 60%. I'll copy this light blue stop and then reposition it at 40%, and then repeat the procedure with the dark blue stop to position it to 70%. I'll repeat this one more time to put an additional dark blue stop at 30%. To complete the design, I'll change the colour of our final stop. And that's how you work with precision when creating complex gradients in Affinity Designer. Thanks for watching.